The cycle of most relationships is that everything starts off strong and then fizzles out to a comfort level. And that's how life is usually. Children, like the first things of life, the babies, animals, all of them start off with a lot of energy. And as they get older, they slowly slow down, right? Usually artists and musicians have their best albums and best music in the beginning. Usually people are most athletic in the beginning until it starts to fizzle out. And that's how life is. So today we're going to be talking about why this happens and how we can prevent it, okay? Why is it that when you meet someone, they show a lot of effort in the beginning, right? But then over time, the effort goes away to the point where they stop trying to impress you. They let themselves go. What they did to get you, they stop doing. And there's a lot of reasons why that is. And this is something that if we all could understand this, we can, one, help mitigate this natural progression, natural downfall, because it's very natural, right? Most relationships start off really with a lot of intensity, with a lot of energy, with a lot of idealization. And as you get to know them, the more you look at them, the more the fog of emotions, which is enhancing all the positive traits and diminishing the negative traits, slowly start to fade away, and you get confronted with the person who you're actually dating, who you're actually seeing. Now, it's kind of similar to passions, right? Usually every passion, like drawing, painting, basketball, whatever passions you have, all start off with a lot of intensity and a lot of motivation. And the key is to embrace, just like with your passions, the key is to embrace the ups and downs, right? You sort of, you go with the ups and downs. You recognize that passions isn't a constant peak, but rather a landscape of varying altitudes that allows you to find value and fulfillment in the journey, right? So if you're with someone that, because this is where the partners that you pick comes into place, right? Because if you're with someone that doesn't want to work on the ups and downs of the relationship, naturally you're gonna, when conflict arises, it's gonna end the relationship. So that's why conflicts are so important, right? But let's not get to the ahead of ourselves. But every relationship experiences ups and downs, and it's always the honeymoon phase where you're getting to know each other, and your brain is tricking you into thinking this person is perfect to trick you into having kids with them, right? But generally speaking, everything starts high and everything diminishes. It just does, and usually the going down part reveals a lot about you guys, reveals about you, reveals about the person. It reveals whether or not you guys are compatible. Oh, it's easy to be together when everything's high. You wanna wish for the lows to come, because that's when the game begins, and not in a manipulative way, but that's when you actually get to know this person. That's when you actually get to show your strength, right? That's when you actually can see what kind of relationship you guys have. And some people get turned off, but the thing is that it doesn't have to be that way. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that way. So we're gonna be talking about how to prevent this from happening, how to slow it down, and why this tends to happen. Okay. Now look, this is what I believe, right? Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. For some, the pursuit of romance, driven by insecurities, using romantic gestures to seek validation and affirm their desirability, as the relationship stabilizes, and there's, oh my God, Father Alex can't read, and their insecurities are assuaged by the commitment of their partner, the compulsion to use romance may wane, right? And so this is pretty much the foundation of this. It's insecurity. When you get in a relationship with someone, over time you start to express your love, and that consistent expression creates a sense of security. A lot of people have very low self-worth, and because of that, they're yearning to win someone over. A lot of people don't love themselves. A lot of people don't believe they're worthy of love. And so what you'll notice is that people's desire for romanticism, people's desire to impress you, is simply because deep down they may believe that they're not as cool or they're not as attractive. And so getting your validation confirms that in their mind. In other words, a lot of people feel insecure, and they can't talk themselves into feeling confident, into feeling worthy of love. And as a result, the human animal relies on other people's opinions. So they'll believe what you say about them more than they'll believe what they say about themselves. And so because of that, there's this constant need to get positive reactions from people. Reactions that elicit happiness. Reactions that indicates to us that we're worthy of love. And the thing about humans is that this need is insatiable unless you develop a meditation practice or my course Emotional Mastery, where I talk about that. And so this constant need, never ending gap in the heart of human beings causes us to become addicted to people's validation. And so we yearn to feel attractive through another person's eye. We yearn for somebody to see us as the best person they've ever met, right? And so because of that, we're just addicted to that validation. And the less we feel like we're getting it, the more we're gonna work to get some of it. And if they didn't give us, and if they stopped validating us, right, what we'll do is that we'll start working harder to regain what we lost. So it's a game of attention, and it's a game of not giving them what they want all the time. But what I'm trying to communicate to you guys is that this is a very natural part of human beings, feeling insecure. And that insecurity causes us to connect with each other. And if we didn't have that insecurities, we'll be like Neanderthals, where we're so strong, we don't need people. And because we don't need each other, because we're so strong, we're not as intelligent. People who are really attractive and they get a lot of attention from the opposite sex, a lot of those people are not that romantic because they don't feel like it. Try to date somebody who gets who could get anyone. Try to date people like that. You'll notice that they don't try that hard. The only time they're gonna try hard is when they feel insecure. And everyone has an underlying feeling of insecurity. And what creates insecurity a lot of the times is whatever you cannot predict, right? Which we're going to talk about that later in the video. But what comes with that is a lack of romance, right? Now, some people are naturally more romantic than others. Some people are givers, right, as a love language. But this happens to everyone. And what you have to understand, this takes effort. If you are consistently making your partners feel secure, and there's nothing wrong with making your partners feel secure. I mean that they can consistently predict you all the time, consistently. If you don't give them any moment throughout the year of inconsistency, meaning maybe in 2 months, you're consistent for 2 months, but maybe in the third month, you guys have a conflict, right? And you talking about the conflict, trying to fix the problem, creates awkward moments that create tension. And that tension sometimes makes people feel insecure. Maybe they're talking to me like this because they want to leave. Am I going to leave them? Are they losing interest? I've never seen them be so serious, right? Because usually when you address things that you don't like, because that's everyone, right? When you address the things that you don't like, those conversations are uncomfortable, right? Or even when you try to live your life and improve on yourself, trying to improve on yourself and trying to be happy sometimes comes with you pushing the other person away a little bit. And because they love you so much, they can't see it's not personal. So it's almost like a lot of us go the opposite direction. When we love someone, we stop self-caring. We stop self-improving. We stop having those uncomfortable conversations because we like them. And so you create a safe net around them where they make no effort. It's like welfare. You create this freaking safety net that they stop putting effort. You convince them that the game is won, right? And that's the issue. Insecurity is very important. Insecurity is what leads people to want to impress you. Insecurity is what leads people to want to get your validation. Insecurity is what leads people to want to work for you. For example, if I know a lot of guys want you, that's going to make me feel insecure, especially if you tell me and you communicate in an indirect way that some people are seeing you, some people are interested in you. You don't have to be banging the whole football team, for example, right? But just the talk or even the mentioning of other Tyrones in the area makes me feel insecure, right? I'm like, well, where's that personal trainer? Where's the discount codes at, right? And so this is where a lot of people and a lot of cultures, our culture gets wrong, where we sort of go out of our way to not make our partners feel bad, or we are uncomfortable with calling people out on their bullshit. You got to realize people make mistakes. People make mistakes. You make mistakes. I make mistakes. That's wrong, right? And those mistakes is your partner's opportunity to show you their strength. And when you back down and you don't talk about it, you don't confront it, then you're losing the opportunity to show your partner your other side, to be unpredictable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I can tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.